Varghese.
Respected judges, parents, and my dear friends, I am here to express my views on the topic, parents or teachers, who do we learn more from? I strongly support that we learn more from our parents. We learn more from our parents because we only go to the school at the age 3 to 18 years. Only we have till this time period the relationship with the teachers. But with our parents, we are from our birth till the death. Our parents buy for us whatever we want. They never stand as an obstacle for our needs. The teachers only beat us like they'll advise us, but it is of no use. Only parents can understand the child's feeling. So we'll go to school for 7 hours, but the rest of the 17 hours of the day we are with our parents. So I'll conclude my speech by saying that I will prefer to parents than teachers.
Ron Matthew.
Honorable members of the jury, distinguished guests, co-participants, parents, and my dear friends. Parents are teachers. Who do you learn more from? A small topic with a big question that let out sparks of thought into my mind. And my dear friends, I stand before you with my answer to the question, parents or teachers, who do you learn more from, ever ready? The answer to the question, according to my opinion, is clearly chalked out in the Sanskrit words which says, Mata, Pita, Guru Deva. Yes, my dear friends, that is the order. The father, the mother, and the teacher has an equal status to that of God. A philosopher once said, the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. How true he was. Parents in the role of father and mother have achieved the dignity and decorum equivalent to that of God. Parents shape the destiny and the character of a child. The parents are responsible for the all-round development of a child. They are the ones who train and help a child to achieve the unknown heights of his lifetime. Well, this is what I want to say. Behind every successful person, there is a very good mother, a very good father, and there is one more person. This person always remains in the wings of success, never to show his face out to the public. And this person is the teacher. No less in importance or value is the teacher. The teacher is next to the mother and the father. The father and the mother give birth, but the teacher is right there to take the child from darkness unto light, through thick jungles and dark lanes. These are lofty sentiments indeed. For there's neither a teacher who's so well respected, nor a student who so well respects. You may have been tested right here, when my dear contemporaries over here said that they learned more from their parents than their teachers. But when it comes to say a word on the Teacher's Day or any other function, they say that teaching is the noblest of all professions and the teacher the noblest of all persons. What hypocrisy! Well, my dear friends, in these closing moments of my speech, I would like to address one more question to all of you to confirm my point of views. Do we have an engineer's day or a doctor's day? But then, why only a father's day, a mother's day, and a teacher's day? The reason is simple. It is simply because it is they who shape our future. Not only today, not only tomorrow, but forever. Thank you. Thank you all.
Himadri Desai.
Honorable judges, distinguished guests, fellow participants, my dear parents, and ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to one and all of you. Today, I have been given the privilege to speak on the topic,
Parents or teachers, who do we learn more from? Firstly, it's not at all possible to compare a parent or a teacher. It's like comparing between a father and a mother, that whom do we learn more? In my view, parents and teachers both play an equally important role in the life cycle of a child. It's true that we spend most of our time with our parents, learning the social virtues of life, but the education or the academic part is also important. So the teacher is also an essential part. Now, coming to the core of the issue, we start going to school after we are 3 to 4 years of age. Until then, we remain with our parents learning something useful. They are the ones who teach us to speak us properly. They are the ones who teach us to how to behave in the society. And they tell us what is good for us or what is bad for us. Now, coming to the teachers' part, teachers guide us in the later part of our life. They are a special breed of men and women whose the society should be very grateful. They are the ones to be called as the guru. To live in this world, both education qualification and social qualities is required. We get good manners and social quality from our parents and good qualification from our teachers. If we have both of this, the society will accept us and give us respect. Now, I would like to wind up my speech by saying that a combined effort of a teacher and a parent will make up a good personality of a child. And parents and teachers are like two legs of a man, which are equally important for the smooth walking and running. If one of the legs is gone, he will become a handicap and cannot proceed further. Similarly, if the teacher and parent is not there, the child will not be able to proceed further and will be unsuccessful in his life. So this proves that a teacher and a parent both play a major and equal role in the future of a child. Thank you.
Respected sir, distinguished judges, fellow participants, and ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I am here to express my views on the topic, parents or teachers, who do we learn more from? Friends, learning is a continuous process of acquiring knowledge. We go to school to gain knowledge from our teachers. As such, when it is academic, we learn more from our teachers. Teachers are the most reliable source of learning in these subject matters. But that's the story in the classroom. When it is of true life, I strongly believe that the basic human qualities, the basic knowledge of all about life, we get it from our beloved parents. Hope you all agree with my opinion. Teachers' knowledge is confined to academic curriculum, whereas parents, their horizon is wider, and they play a decisive role in molding our personality. To take good care of children is a divine duty of the parents, and that kindness and compassion is quite natural from their heart, which can be substituted by none. Responsibility of the child's welfare is a question of first priority for the parents. Thus, it is equally important to attend to the educational needs and general well-being of the children. Parents are advanced in age and are more experienced. Parent-child relationship is more complementary than a teacher-student relationship. Why? Can any one of you answer me? It's because parent-child are bound together with mutual obligations and reciprocal commitments, whereas teachers teach their subjects and take pains to make them understand the subjects prescribed to their studies. As conclusion, I would like to say that family is the first school of social virtues. A child learns social qualities of love, cooperation, tolerance, obedience, etc. from his family, and he also learns a civilized language and good manners from his family. He also learns values, virtues, traditions, customs, idols of the family without much effort. Family is a group of people living under the same roof, connected by blood, and own a consciousness of kinship on the basis of locality, interest, and mutuality to duty. Thus, I hope that I made my point clear to you. Thank you.
Shobit Desai.
Distinguished guests, judges, fellow participants, and ladies and gentlemen. Today I have got the opportunity to talk to you on the topic school or home. Which one do you like more? I like home more because we can stay with our parents and have fun with them. We can even have our lunch and sleep without any disturbance. But in school, we only study. Just as we all hear, home sweet home. I would like to say that being at home is sweet. Oh my dear friends, do I have to tell you about school? The thing I do not like about school is that we have to sit on the hard wooden chairs and study for hours. So my dear friends, in the light of what I said, I would like to conclude saying that I only like my home. Thank you.
It's Fabi Bashir.
My dear parents, honorable judges, and fellow participants, good evening. At the outset, I express my joy to get such an opportunity to speak here. We have had a wonderful experience by taking part in this short but very useful course. Today, I would like to express my views on the topic given to me. Parents or teachers, who do we learn more from? I believe the parents are our best teachers. We spend most of our time with our parents. A child needs love, care, affection, etc. that we get from our parents. We depend on teachers for knowledge, but parents show the right way in our life at the right time. That is the difference between parents and teachers. When we conclude our education, there will be only parents who can help us. My parents always give me good advice to be honest, faithful and loyal, etc. They always advise me to succeed. I think all parents are like that. If our parents encourage us to think independently, there will be no doubt that we will acquire good qualities in our future. But I can't say that parents can replace teachers. They have their own values. First, we should know about our family. I'm very happy because I have got good parents. So, dear friends, let me conclude my words by saying that parents are our best teachers. Thank you.
Abdul Nasser.
Judges and my dear friends. Respected parents, judges and my dear friends. Today I am going to talk about the subject teachers or mothers who do we learn more. I strongly believe that the parents and teachers are equally important. We have to respect and love them. Parents are our first teachers. We spend more time with them. Parents make a lot of sacrifice by their children. In the early years, the children are looked after by In the early years, the children are looked after by their parents. They gradually interact with them. The parents teach us how to interact with others, how to communicate with others. The role of family as the unit of society. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, has said, "Paradise lies at the feet of the mothers. May his nose be rubbed in dust who found his parents, one or both, approaching old age and did not enter paradise by serving them." Then the teachers. The teachers teach us manners and behavior and the ABC of knowledge. Parents and teachers both guide us in studies. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, advises us dealing with mercy and good manners to parents and teachers. Now I conclude my speech by saying parents and teachers guide us in all walks of our life equally.
Thank you. Harun Ozair Ali.
Officials of IAC, my dear parents, honorable judges, and ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you all. Today, my topic is parents or teachers. Who do we learn more from? In my opinion, is that we learn from both parents and teachers. A child is born and brought up in a family. In the early years, children is looked after by their parents, so they will be getting some basic ideas how to behave in the society. Parents instill proper attitudes in the children. Parents also guide their children in the righteous way and also shape their personality. By the way, when we say about teachers, teachers help the students to build their character. They also provide parents with love and kindness to the students, towards the students. They always realize of mistakes. It is difficult to point out the single mistakes. They also find out our present problems and try to find out what can be done to deal with it. We are all proud of our parents and teachers. So, in the light of above points, I conclude my speech by saying that we learn from both parents and teachers. Thank you.
Fatima Hamza.
Honorable judges, distinguished parents, fellow participants and my dear friends. The topic that is given to me is parents or teachers. Who did you learn more from? Well, there can be many opinions about it, but I give equal weight to both parents and teachers. A child is born and brought up by his parents, from whom he learns the basic qualities of life. When he or she reaches the age of 3 or 4, he goes to school, which is considered to be the second home. At school, a child spends about 7 hours, which is considered during which he learns companionship, interaction with others, team spirit, and a sense of sharing. As far as the knowledge aspect of education goes, a child learns more than enough of it in school from the teachers. The teachers are so bogged down by the pressure of the syllabus that they are not able to give moral education to their children. Parents have to adopt the mantle for it. From this, we can understand that both parents and teachers play a complementary role in shaping the personality of a child. So, I would like to conclude my speech by saying that a child cannot gain complete education neither from the parents nor from the teachers. Both are required to shape up the personality of a child. Thank you.
Arturo Sajid.
Respected judges, parents, fellow participants, and ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm here to express my views on the topic, parents or teachers, who do we learn more from? In my conception, teachers take a leading role in framing the personality of a child. Teacher is a person who teaches new things by making us experience
experience the bad effects of our actions. Teacher helps us to develop our personality at the most. An ideal teacher should be impartial to all her students. The teacher is the one who imparts knowledge and skills to the next generation. Teachers should know the family background of all her pupils. The knowledge of the family background of the pupils is very essential to locate the process of backwardness in studies and behavioral problems. Children coming from broken families show maladjustment in studies. These adjustment problems can only be solved by understanding the root causes of these problems. So for that, teachers should know the family background of the students. Teachers impart education to the students according to their age and stage of the students. Teachers provide knowledge on various subjects by providing on situations. Teachers help us to develop leadership qualities like tolerance, good behaviors, confidence, mutual help, etc. So, strongly, I believe that teachers are the ones who develop the fortune of a child. So, I would like to conclude by saying that a teacher is a person who develops the most at the last level, who develops the personality of a child. She is sent to the earth by God to bring brightness in the dark world of ignorance. Thank you.
Archie comes up.
Respected judges and my dear friends, today I stand before you to express my views on the topic schools or home, which one do you like more? As for me, I like both. Don't you think to be at home alone is boring? In school, we meet different students from various countries, which I have not even heard of. So, I learn about wonderful things, like the fact the earth is round. I can sing, dance, and play games. Whereas at home, we can do the same thing, but we get more freedom. But parents teach me many virtues which are different from my studies. I think that restricted freedom at school help us to become a civilized human. So I would like to conclude my speech by saying that school is considered as a temple of learning and home is considered as a temple of kindness and love. Therefore, I like both school and home. Thank you.
And the last participant, Fayaz Bashir.
Distinguished parents, respected judges, officials of ISC, co-participants, ladies and gentlemen. I am here to reflect on the topic, parents or teachers, who do we learn more from? Well, it's a difficult question to answer. However, going deep into it, I hold that we study more from our parents. In the early years of a child are looked up by parents. They gradually interact with them. When the children go to school, the first institution a child comes to learn about the family, and it gives him the first lesson, how to live in a society. The parents develop proper attitudes towards children. They also help them to shape their habits, because the children spend their formative years with the parents. As a great educationist says, education is a process that starts from womb to tomb. My dear friends, it means that education is a continuous process that starts from our birth and continues until death. Likewise, the parents are the ones that teach us the basic lesson that necessary for our life. We can see that the great personality had a stable family background. Let us take the case of Indira Gandhi. She was being prepared to be one of the most successful national leaders by her father Jawaharlal Nehru. The letters which he sent to his daughter as later come down to us as the glimpses of the world history. See, my dear friends, how the parents influence and educate their children with this simple example. Children come in contact with many institutions in a society. Family and schools are such institutions. Teachers are only doing their work at the stipulated time, but the parents are the ones compelling a child to study. Then their assessment to a child is continuous. My parents advise me in every aspect of my life. I think all the parents are like mine. So my dear friends, I perceive that we study more from our parents. I think all of you will agree with my point. I would like to conclude my words by once again emphasizing that we study more from our parents rather than teachers. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we conclude the presentation of views by all the students who undergone this 15 days course. Now we will have a short break during which snacks will be served and judges has to finalize the result. On request of the parents, Mr. Umar Varghese has agreed to disclose the scores of each participant. The parents are not worried about the prizes, but they would like to know how much their ward scored. While you enjoy the snacks, Master Bensi and Nathan will entertain you to the magic of on the keyboard. Master Bensi and Nathan. I'm going to announce the winners, in fact all are winners. And Lumban sir decided to give 3 prizes and he brought 3 prizes. Unfortunately he has to arrange 1 more prize. I will announce the winner's name first and then I will read out the score of each participant. The total score from all the 4 judges. The third prize goes to, there are two winners for claim for two third prizes. That goes to Manoj Thomas and Mahadura. May I request Manoj and Mahadura to come to the dance? Second prize goes to just noticing. So tight competition. Where is Miss Jeffy John Malay? And the first prize goes to Master Ron Matthew. Is Mr. Aziz from Higher Credits available here? The prizes are sponsored by Higher Traders. I request Mr. Umar to come to the dance, please. I request Mr. Abdul Salam, the ex-General Secretary of ISC, to come to the dais to give away the prizes. Third prize goes to Mahadura. And Manoj, he will receive his prize later. And second prize goes to Miss Jeffy John Malay. And the first prize goes to Ron Matthew. Thank you. Are your parents and participants ready to write down your scores? I invite Mr. Uman to. I request Mr. Uman to disclose the scores.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed a privilege for me to be here this evening, and I've never enjoyed a program like this before. And it's my privilege to go through the scores awarded by the honorable judges, and I shall just go down as I have written the names here. Nabil Nasser scored 96. That's right. There were 4 judges and he scored 96 over 200. Anjana Sanjay scored 110 and up over 200. That's a pretty good score, scoring over 50%. It was nearly 110. Madhura scored 151.5. Third prize. Nitin Kuttapan 102 and a half. Jerry Tom George 115. Manoj Thomas 151.5. He is sharing the third prize with Mahadura. Balu KB 81 and half. Kirtana Ranjit 120 over 200. Jeffy John Malay 161 over 200. Vidish Burgess 109 over 200. And the topper, Ron Matthew 165.5. Then Himadri Seshadri Desai 135 over 200. Krishna Vijayan 141 over 200. Then we have two young chaps, young students. They are, I think I could not consider them as grown-up kids, so I created a separate category for them. And Sophie Desai scored 104. And Femi Bashir scored 119 over 200. Abdul Nasser scored 91. Harun Osirali scored 116.5. Hashima Hamza scored 117. Archana Sanjit scored 111. Ashik Hamza scored 94.5. Faiz Bashir 129 over 200. And I have two special prizes for these young contestants. And the first prize goes to Sophie Desai for 104. And the second prize goes to Ashik Hamza, 94 and
May I request Mr. Huda to come to the stage, please? Thank you.
We'll start distributing the certificates, right?
Thank you, Bhavananda. May I request Mr. Mohachandran to come to the dais, please. Mr. Mohachandran, Assistant General Secretary of ISC Alliance. Master Nabil Nasser. Master Nabil Nasser. Ms. Anjana Sanjit. Ms. Madhur Abdulaziz. Nitin Kudapan. Thank you, Mr. Mohachandran. My call upon Mr. Bashir, ex-Sport Secretary of ISC and very active social worker and the proud parent of two children who took part in this beautiful event. I call upon Master Jerry Tom George, Master Manoj, Master Balu, thank you, Mr. Bashir. May I call upon Mrs. Sushila Mahasundar. She was one of the judges. Ms. Kirtan Arajit, Ms. J.P. John, Master Vijay, thank you, Mrs. Sushila. My request Mr. Abraham Matthew to come to the dais to give away some certificate. Mr. Abraham Matthew is the proud parent of those two kids who were playing on the dance and defending you. Mr. Ron Matthew. Master Ron Matthew. Master Himadri Desai. And Ms. Persona Vijay. request Mr. Oman Burgess to give away this certificate. Master Shawkit is 9. Ms. Femi Bashir. Abdul Nasser. To give away a big prize. Master Harun Osirali, there's a mistake on your certificate, I noticed it, which will be corrected. Miss Hashima Hamza. Thank you, Mr. Sunil. To give the certificate, Master Bensi Matthew. Master Bensi Matthew to give the certificate. He was surprised. Sorry, Ms. Archana Sanjit, please. Thank you, Benjamin. My request, Mithun Abraham. Master Hashik Hamza. Thank you, Mr. My request, Mr. Siddiq, Assistant Entertainment Secretary, to give away the prizes. Master Fayaz Bashir.
Distinguished members of the NEC, dear parents, students, invited guests. Well, I know a line that I hope will quite befit the occasion. When the heart is full, words are few. I'm in such a situation that I really fall short of words to express my feelings. It has been a wonderful fortnight for me to be with those kids, guiding them, instructing them, teaching them, and at times sharing their lighter moments. And it was indeed rewarding. I also remember a Chinese proverb. When you give a fish to a man, you feed him for a day. When you teach him how to fish, you feed him for life. If I'm not overestimated, in fact, that's what I have been doing for the past couple of weeks. I taught them, rather I dabbed my hands in so many aspects. I don't claim any credibility or don't claim any complete success in all that I have dealt with, but at least I could direct their attention to some of the aspects which they had hitherto been unaware. Of course, the most important aspects of my coaching class were building confidence, grammar, of course, English grammar, pronunciation, creative thinking, dispelling fear, letter writing, essay writing, and there are quite a lot of items that are normally not taught in the classroom. They are taught in a haphazard way, but not, dealt with in such a way that the students will be able to assimilate it. And you have witnessed 21 or 22 students expressing themselves. I wish you were here when they first appeared, or first they came to the hall on the 1st of this month. Only 3 or 4 students could stand before you. The rest of them could not utter a word. So I had to gradually instill confidence in them, and some of them did marvelously well. And I'm sure whatever I have done in the years to come, these young students will be speaking for themselves, and they'll be yielding rich rewards in the years to come. I have no doubt about that. If a couple of them succeed in their life, I'm grateful and my work is rewarded. Well, I don't want to prolong my speech. I would like to go down to my responsibility. First of all, I would like to thank 2 institutions for being behind this Anvil 2001. First, the Indian School Alliance, because they are my sponsors. I seize this opportunity to express my gratitude to the management for having brought me to this great city of Alliance. It's indeed a proud privilege for me to be associated with this great institution. Second, no less important, is the Indian Social Center. When I first came, I was virtually a non-entity. Nobody knew me then. It was the ISE that gave me a chance to speak. I still remember, it was August 15th, if I recall, the old ISE premises. That was the time I was given an opportunity to speak, and I think I spoke about 20-25 minutes there. So after that, ISE officials, both past and present, have been very keen on me. They have been incorporating me, patching me, encouraging me, and they have been before and after me. And this time, I would like to mention 2 people who have been instrumental in making this function coming through, or the success, I should say. Mr. K.K. Abdul Salam and Mr. P.K. Bishop. When one day I was attending a meeting here, so they casually approached me. So why don't we just start a course for the ISE members? So I had not known these 2 personalities until then. But it was a good beginning. Probably it went on well, I should say. So they instilled me a sort of courage, and it is what I am today. And what you're witnessing today is also a part of their success story. And I use this opportunity to congratulate them for having initiated me into this profession. Thank you. Then I would like to congratulate the Honorary Secretary, Mr. Ashraf Alikan. His heart is as fat as he looks. I wish he were here. He has been behind me, and sometimes before me, sitting in front of me, relishing, or maybe I don't know what sort of interest he had in me. Whenever he was not on duty, he would be here. And he was the real triforce behind me. And he had been giving me all sorts of assistance, both moral and material. And I have no words to express my gratitude to him and his team of people with him. And I use this opportunity to express my gratitude personally to Mr. Ashraf Alikan. you must be seeing quite a number of officials. Some of them are members of the past council, some are members of the present council. One such person is Mr. Kuttapan. Of course, without any request from me, he would accept any response. He said, I am there. He is always there. Sometimes even before the students arrived, he was here. I place on record and always, I'm really grateful to you for all the great job you have done. I know that he is the father of little Kuttapan. He was, why he lost, I tell you, he was overconfident. He was really shy. He got over that, and gradually then he took it for a ride. Oh, this was so easy. And that really, should not be all confident. But he did well in the first half of the speech. I was watching him. Okay? So, we learn from our experience. We'll try next time. There's a long way to go. That's all I have to say to you now. Then, next is a member of the literary club, Mr. Mohan Chandra, without whom I would have fallen short of something. He's the man who is always at the beck and call of every person who takes the initiative. He has been typing, chalking out the program for me, arranging so many things before and after. And I'm grateful. And I wish him best of luck. And I'm sure he'll be an asset to Indian social center, I'm sure. Second, of course, I have mentioned these two people, K.K. Abdul Salam and Mr. P.K. Bashir, as people who have taken extreme interest in this Anvil 2000 program. I once again am really grateful to you for having shown that interest in this program. Then Mr. Qureshi, the treasurer, he was kind enough to be here, and his presence really boosted our morale, and I hope that it will continue to bless. His presence and his assistance will be there, always at our disposal. Then I'm grateful to two young kids, I should say. They are students of Royal Music Academy, London. I've been enjoying their assistance or their presence for the last, I hope if my memory is correct, for a couple of years or so, both outside the ISC and on many stages. I'm sure they have a long way to go, and they will be reckoned with, and they will have a bright future. And I will really, I don't know the ABC of music, still I could not help tapping my toes. And they have been weaving magic into the evening, and I wish them every success. And I'm sure they are always at our disposal, and we'll make use of them. And we have the real, I hope, the privilege of calling on them every now and then, since they are the members of the Indian community. And I also wish their father, Mr. Abraham Matthew, Chartered Accountant, AGN Max, London, for having brought these kids here, for having taken the pains of transporting the equipment up and down. I wish him well. And I think it's also, I will have to mention him every time. He is always there at my beck and call. Thank you very much, sir. And next, there's one person who missed my list, in the first category, because he missed my first function. He's none other than Mr. Huda. He is a busy man, I know. And his presence, although not on stage, but inspired me. And I am sure all your support, it has been a great help for me, and I'm sure that it will continue to bless me in the years to come. Thank you very much. Next, we have the judges. You must have seen these kids speaking. Some of them mumbling, some of them with confidence, some of them with awful confidence. I didn't do anything except guiding them and telling them some important points that they would be valued on, which I shall tell you before the close of my speech. And they did extremely well. They did extremely well, every one of them. Please, It's easy to stand before me, but it takes, I don't know, it takes something great. It needs a greater courage to stand before. That's what they did. And everyone needs praise, every child. And I'm sure whoever benefited, whoever attended this Anvil 2001 will be yielding, will be getting their benefits. And I'm sure, at least in the nearest future, their parents can wait and they will be experiencing the difference. They themselves have felt it. So, in order to judge them, I have requested Mr. Huda, Mr. K.K. Abdusalam, Mr. Ahmad Kuti, Mr. Mohan Chandran, Mrs. Sushila Balsundar. I'm grateful to each one of you. The time is getting late, or else I would have said a couple of words about you each. But I'm sure you have already made your presence felt, and thank you for the wonderful job, impartial job you have done. Thank you very much. This evening would not be complete without the support of the parents. Some of them have taken pains, maybe during the office hours or after the office hours, to bring the children and take them back at odd time of the day. Thank every parent for having trusted me, for having given their kids in my custody to train them. And I'm sure you will be experiencing the difference soon. And I thank every one of you, especially those parents who have taken the trouble of taking me back and bring me, especially Mr. Matthew Kutapan, Mr. Basir, there are many others. I thank every one of you for the valuable service you have rendered for me as well as for the ISC. And next, the first three prizes you must have seen being distributed here. It was given by the higher traders, and I'm personally thankful to Mr. Aziz for having sponsored this program. I wish them best of luck, and I wish them good business. Higher traders, we remember you. We hope we will be counting on you. And I'm sure maybe in December, if we can't predict, inshallah, I think when everything goes well, we will be calling you next time. I hope you will continue to help us. So I am not whiling much of your time now. It's already 10:15, and I thank every one of you, both the ISC officials, parents, judges, invited guests, entertainers, and in one way or the other, whoever helped me, including Mr. Yogendra, I think, is the MBM staff, Nagendra, and also the staff working in the office, and whoever helped me in what way possible. I really respect every one of you, and I hope that this association will continue and we will be benefiting mutually. May God bless you all. Thank you very much.
I request Leah to come here for the UAE national anthem, UAE national anthem, followed by Indian national anthem. Whoever can sing, please, make fun.
Asana
यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलसित रंगा तब शुभ नामे चाहे तब शुभ आशीष माहे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय